Oh my! Broke the table in half!
I will tell.
My God! Look at that! You always get that in a live event. Oh, devastating suplex. Folks, this could be bedlam here in the arena. Oh my God!
Close your eyes. Mothers, send your children to their rooms.
Here we go. Oh my God, look at that. The money clip out of nowhere. Welcome to a massive, momentous edition of Midnight Mayhem. That's a lot of M's. That's an alliteration, Brock.
Yes, and usually you have hyperbole or, say, exaggeration with those alliterations, but this time, these are really two big men who would have a big fight here on Midnight Mayhem. It's going to be great.
Folks, as you see walking to the ring, accompanied by Jeff G. Bailey, that man right there, his name is Kimo. If you're familiar with Southeastern North Carolina professional wrestling, then you know that man right there. And if you don't know his manager, Jeff G. Bailey, well, let me give you a little pedigree of who he's managed.
Yeah, he's got R-Truth and he's also got AJ Styles in his pedigree. It's very good. He's managed some really big stars.
Speaking of really big, Kimo's not the smallest guy we've had on this show. And here he comes outside the ring. I'm not too sure who this is, but he looks vaguely familiar.
Definitely scary, too, with that long hair and that white hair, definitely. And he looks like a guy I used to know, but not quite sure if that's him. I don't want to go out on a limb here and say who I think it is, but it can't be. It can't be. It can't be who I think it is.
Well, if you think you know who he is, I'm going to give you a little bit of hint. This man is a former TNA World Heavyweight Champion. This man is a former WWE World Heavyweight Champion. This man has held the WWE Championship. This man has stood toe-to-toe with The Undertaker and Triple H. Anybody you throw in front of him, and you know what? He's also got a brother that's in this business.
That's Jeff Hardy. Oh, my goodness, Aaron, you've brought a treat to me today. Oh, thank you so much.
Jeff Hardy, a man that is a legend in professional wrestling, coming here tonight to this OSF production. And look at that, Jeff Hardy, a man among men here in this ring, and he's got that custom belt. That belt is pretty. It's a very nice looking belt that he designed himself.
Looks like he designed that face paint, too. It looks like I haven't seen face paint like that since the last Mike Tyson bout.
Well, folks, you have one hell of a match coming up. Jeff Hardy is on Midnight Mayhem, and stay tuned.
We're one of the last independent dollar stores, probably in the area, if not in the county. Most of your other dollar stores are chains and are corporate owned. We have items here that you won't find at any other dollar store. We do the newest releases for $2 for a day. We do some specials, 3 movies, 2 nights, $5. We sell swords and knives, one of our specialties. We appreciate the local folks coming in as well as the transient folks, the vacationers.
Don't adjust your eyes. Don't adjust your TV set. That, my friend, is Jeff Hardy.
He's a scary man, too. I've seen him around and about. I've seen him, a couple times in person, but not this up close, not this right in your face. And Midnight Mayhem is really giving us a treat tonight, Aaron. And I told you thanks again, but 1,000 thanks right now.
A big thank you also to Rodney Norris and OSF Operation Save Foundation, a great charity that got that man right there in that ring. He is, Rodney, a hard-working man. Very thankful that he was able to get us this matchup here on Midnight Mayhem. And look at Kimo. Kimo is, I think he's a little bit tentative because Jeff Hardy he's a cult of personality. Jeff Hardy's a man that's going to take it to you. He's got a great pedigree about him as well.
Earlier when Kimo came out, stepping into this ring, I saw how big he was, but just look at the massive size of Jeff Hardy and just seeing him there. Oh, but Kimo just throws him across. He's showing that power and strength, and Jeff Hardy better bring his A game.
Well, coming soon, Veterans Day just around the corner, and I'd like to honor Kimo. He's also a veteran, even though he may be, accustomed to some dastardly tactics led by Jeff G. Bailey. But speaking of Jeff Hardy right now in the lockup with Kimo, they are jockeying for position.
Really getting at it, and when you got here and you got that brute strength, working on brute strength, and we just got to see who the big man is. Oh, and he's going to slap him like that. That's not showing respect. Not showing respect at all. Kimo's going to get upset about that.
Well, the thing about Jeff Hardy is he has shown himself, he has paid his dues over the years, and he is allowed to show that sign of disrespect.
You're allowed to do a lot of things, but, just showing up another man. Oh, he gave him that boot to the head. Who doesn't love that move?
A patented Jeff Hardy move, that donkey kick that he just did, that mule kick, if you will. And here comes, look at that, Jeff G. Bailey going to act as a buffer between Jeff Hardy and Kimo.
Yeah, that's like, the devil telling you to come in for a treat. I don't know if that's a good idea for Kimo to come around.
Well, Jeff G. Bailey, like we said earlier, he's a man that's managed all sorts of very successful wrestlers here in the Carolinas. And I think Kimo, he's kind of smart taking some advice from this man.
Yeah, he definitely is. Jeff G. Bailey's been around the block. He knows how it needs to be done, and he's trying to tell Kimo what to do.
Jeff Hardy taking a few right hands from Kimo, that big man, that big army man. And Jeff Hardy reeling right now on Midnight Mayhem. Jeff G. Bailey in the right corner. There's a lot of Jeffs going on in this matchup, but only one in the ring, and that's Jeff Hardy right there with that beautiful clothesline takedown.
Yeah, definitely. Jeff G. Bailey gonna try and get it here. He knows he does not have any buddy. Oh, he's distraction. Love when a manager gets in there and just knows what he's doing and distracting the opponent. And Kimo goes in for that leg hit, really hurting on Jeff Hardy's leg.
Kimo taking advantage of Jeff G. Bailey's distraction right there, and they are softening up that left leg of Jeff Hardy, softening up that left shoulder right now. They are just throwing Jeff Hardy around.
Wow, you never want to feel a pull to the left side of your shoulder. Not many of us has felt that, but not many of us. Well, and then again. Oh, just crumples like an aluminum can against that pole. Oh, that just looked terrible.
Jeff Hardy feeling some pain right here, put onto him by that man right there, Kimo. Kimo just standing over Jeff Hardy, laying a boot down. But Kimo is showing that he is the alpha dog in this matchup so far.
Jeff Hardy might have come here, thought he'd give the fans a show, kick around a little guy, a good bit. But Kimo's showing him that he's going to have to earn this fight. He's going to really have to, put his A game out here.
Well, Jeff Hardy was coming off of an injury when he was coming back from wrestling. This is a way for Jeff Hardy to get that ring rust off, and what better way to do it on Midnight Mayhem. But I would like to say, this is almost like, I would think Jeff Hardy had the mentality of this would like an early season football game, an early season basketball game, when you were playing those teams that aren't the best, but you're just wanting to get out and wrestle somebody else other than yourself. And Jeff Hardy goes into this matchup, taking on Kimo, being a little bit cocky, but Kimo is backing up that big frame.
Kimo's not, he's a few steps away from the major leagues. I know he might be in the minor leagues, but he's not too far away from, getting in the show, to be honest with you.
Well, Kimo, my friend, and Jeff Hardy right now fighting each other. I would say Kimo would be like Davidson College back in the 1980s that you would think that you would just write them off on a piece of paper, but then again, they could come and bite you. They would take you out in basketball back then.
They were, and if you kept them around in the game, if they were there with those 5-point, deficits, 10-point deficits. If you didn't put them away early, they were going to come back to bite you in the long run.
Well, those Wildcats are a lot like Kimo right there, and look at this. Every week now, she's becoming, she's on the show more than we are these days. That was Grandma again, and Grandma's trying to get up into this mix, telling Jeff Hardy that she is behind him and she doesn't like Kimo or Jeff G. Bailey.
It doesn't look like it. Looked like Grandma could really get a swift kick into Jeff G. Bailey if he doesn't watch out. Oh, just Kimo laying those knees down. That you can tell that left arm of Jeff Hardy's just got to be throbbing. The ref is just seeing if he's okay, if he can even continue with this bout.
Well, Jeff G. Bailey, look at it, having some words with Grandma, and last week Grandma was in the matchup against Joey Sylvia, and she played a factor into this. But will she play a factor in this matchup? Now, this is a much bigger matchup here on Midnight Mayhem, a grander scale, if you will, and there she is. Jeff Hardy is going to get some spiritual guidance here with that lady right there in blue.
I would say, as far as managers go, she's not the Mickey or the Don King or anybody like that, or anywhere up to Jeff G. Bailey status, but she does know what she's doing. She comes to these bouts all the time, and she's really giving everyone a good show. And if she wants to get involved, let her get involved. Everybody loves a good grandma.
Well, that's where our opinions differ. These people are highly trained individuals, and we don't want a grandma getting involved.
I see that's, oh man, you want these fans to get involved. You want these people to be a part of the bout. This isn't, the huge shows where they keep you, way far away from the rings. We're right there on Midnight Mayhem, right there next to him. I feel like this guy's got, Jeff Hardy's sweat on the top of his feet right now. It's amazing.
And he does as Kimo throws Jeff Hardy out the ring, and Jeff G. Bailey with a flurry of kicks, and Grandma is defending Jeff's honor.
She's like, the band from the 80s, and we're not going to take it. Hell no, we're not going to take it.
Look at that. Grandma keeping, here comes Kimo. Kimo showing a little bit of muscle here, an intimidation factor. Grandma's feeling, she's, I guess you could say that she's shaking in her granny panties.
She is definitely shaking in her boots. There's a lot of people that Granny can mess with, and Kimo is not one of them, Granny. You can mess around with all the Jeff G. Baileys you want, but if you put a Kimo in front of your face, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Jeff Hardy fighting back finally. A lull in this matchup as Jeff Hardy was getting the snot kicked out of him by that man right there, Kimo. And here comes Jeff Hardy. But Kimo stopping all that momentum with a few right hands of his own. Jeff Hardy collapsing into a pile. Can Jeff Hardy survive this?
I don't know. Kimo's using his Army background and really sniping him. It's just blow after blow, and Jeff Hardy's really taking it right now.
Well, can Jeff Hardy survive this matchup? You'll have to stay tuned.
We're one of the last independent dollar stores, probably in the area, if not in the county. Most of the other dollar stores are chains and are corporate owned. We have items here that you won't find at any other dollar store. We do the newest releases for $2 for a day. We do some specials, 3 movies, 2 nights, $5. We sell swords and knives, one of our specialties. We appreciate the local folks coming in as well as the transient folks, the vacationers.
Welcome back. You see right there, that's the referee, and he is counting to 10 right now because Jeff Hardy is in a heap outside the ring. Kimo showing that he can stand toe-to-toe with that former world champion. And Jeff Hardy taking his time gingerly climbing into that ring because he is in a world of pain.
He thought he was going to come here, shake off the cobwebs, and he better hope he doesn't leave with a few more injuries than what he came with.
Kimo dropping that knee onto the chest and arm of Jeff Hardy, and Kimo is the alpha dog in this matchup.
He really is, just standing over him, kind of taunting him like that, but Kimo better watch out because, if you shake a dragon, you wake him, or something like that.
I have no clue what you're talking about, Brox, but I'll go along with it. Jeff Hardy with a flurry of right hands, a kick to the gut, missing, and look at that, a pump handle slam, almost. And here he comes with an overhand top wrist lock. Jeff Hardy is in a world of pain right now.
Jeff Hardy, every time he seems to get the momentum on his side, the spirit on his side, Kimo's just right back there to counteract it and then put him in one of these big moves like this and then grind that shoulder and grind that arm like he's been doing all night.
That overhand top wrist lock, that is hurting everything. That's putting pressure on your shoulder. That's putting pressure on your arm. That's putting pressure on, of course, your wrist. And Kimo knows that if you wear this man down, I don't care if he takes on The Undertaker right now. I don't care if he takes on Triple H right now. He's not going to win because he's exhausted.
When I see it right now and I see the world of pain that, Jeff Hardy has on that shoulder, the only thing I can compare it to is the last time I had your girlfriend on my shoulders, and it was just, oh, man, it was so painful. I couldn't even walk the next day.
I do have a heavy girlfriend, but I'm not going to go there because, if she watches this show, she's not going to enjoy it. And we're watching a fantastic matchup right now, Brock. Back to reality. Here it comes right here. Kimo outside the ring. Kimo taking it once again to Jeff Hardy, and he looks like he's going to soften up that left arm even more. I think that it would just be flubber in those arms by now.
It really is, he's got to be breaking bones, just crumbling bones. It doesn't look good for Jeff Hardy right now. You see him, he's got to hold up that wrist to even hold up his shoulder. And here comes Kimo right again, just to grind it out again. Oh, it's hard to look at right now. Look at him smiling. Oh, just loving every minute of it.
Kimo's throwing Jeff Hardy's arm against try that again. Throwing his arm against that post, and Jeff Hardy still has not had any offense in about probably 5 to 10 minutes here. Jeff Hardy is getting the tar beat out of him.
Offense? He hadn't even got on special teams yet. It's really just a... oh, no, there he goes. Oh, you can't keep a good dog down. And Kimo just... Oh, big man.
Big man fall hard. I think that's what we usually say here on Midnight Mayhem. Jeff Hardy getting a little bit of time here to breathe. This man hasn't... he's been taking this punishment nonstop, and finally he's got that little opening, and that distinguishes him from other professional wrestlers. He's a major professional wrestler here. He knows when to take his openings.
He really does. You see him right now. He's working with that right arm because that left arm is just not going to have any power behind it.
Jeff Hardy still hurting right here. Kimo going back to that arm. Kimo is showing that cockiness right now. Kimo thinks, you're going into this matchup. You're going in here. You're Rocky, and he's Apollo Creed. You're going to be going into this matchup thinking, I'm the underdog. But now he's got that false confidence about him, and still, he doesn't realize Jeff Hardy is a viper ready to strike.
All the time, these guys, he's just talking about strikes, Kimo, right to the head, right to the forehead. All that makeup, that pretty makeup that Jeff Hardy put on earlier, it's almost all gone. I tell you what, it just may be one of Jeff Hardy's last, dances if he doesn't, get back up here and, turn this around.
You saw a couple open-handed palm strikes to the forehead of Jeff Hardy. And Jeff Hardy, he may be concussed, he may be broken. He is a broken man right here. And Jeff Hardy into the corner. Kimo coming hard. And a big turn of events here as Jeff Hardy's going for that bulldog.
Oh, and Jeff does. And you know he's in so much pain because even on an offensive move like that, you see his arm is just really killing him. It took every ounce of him just to get to that moment, and hopefully, you know, he really did take advantage of it, and hopefully he can get some strength back in that arm. And it's just grinding. I feel for him right now.
Jeff Hardy slowly getting up, and it looks like they are fighting right now, punch for punch. Look at these two men. They are wobbling. They are not very steady on those feet right now because I said feet, but they are not steady because they are exhausted.
It looks, are you drinking? Because it looks like these guys, you know, just back and forth and, you know, trying to stand up, not even, you know, give a punch. But Kimo's looks like he's got the upper hand right now. No, and then back into Jeff Hardy. Nice clothesline. Nice.
Jeff Hardy, a flurry of offense, a rare flurry of offense in this matchup, and Jeff Hardy is going up and taking Kimo down. Jeff Hardy building momentum that should have been built this entire matchup. Oh, not enough to hold Kimo down, sir. That man is huge. That's a gargantuan you're taking. It's going to take a little bit more than that to hold that big old man down.
But you know what's great about Jeff Hardy is he does have a flurry of moves. I hope Kimo already has children because he might not have to have them again. Oh, boy.
Jeff Hardy falling with that beautiful drop kick onto Kimo. Kimo's down. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we thought we had a Jeff Hardy W here on Midnight Mayhem, and didn't look like it right there.
Yeah, he looks like he better get his body weight on top of Kimo when he's got him down like that. Just, you know, kind of look like he put a hand to pin him down. But, you know, you got to keep a big man like Kimo down with all of your weight. You can't just let him get back up that easily.
Kimo wobbly, and Jeff Hardy's dropping him like he's hot. Not yet. Kimo dropping Jeff Hardy down.
1, 2, oh, man. You know, I thought Kimo had a really big W here, but looked like, you know, a really long windmill that the referee was counting with right there.
Well, you know, the man has been trained for years and years just to count a match right here. His only job is to keep things clean and count to 3, and he can't mess up on the grandest stage of them all right here.
You know, he really can't. Not saying that he did, but a little shady there. But I like a long count because, you know what? We get to see these guys keep brawling it out. What is Kimo doing?
Kimo mocking Jeff Hardy's patented his move right there, and he is going for a crucifix powerbomb, but Jeff Hardy able to wiggle out, and there is the twist of fate. Jeff Hardy, what's he doing now? Jeff Hardy's taking off that jacket right there, and Jeff Hardy's going up top. I think I'm smelling a swanton bomb.
Oh, you don't give me one of these, do you? Yo, boy, I love it there. Oh, man.
Yo, that was Jeff Hardy right there. 1, 2, 3. Jeff Hardy, your winner here on Midnight Mayhem.
Oh, man, you see it? You know, just one of the biggest shows that anybody could put on right here. And, you know, I think Jeff Hardy better put some ice on that shoulder. But just giving us all a great show, and we really do appreciate that he's out here.
Jeff Hardy, a man among men here in OSF, Midnight Mayhem, whatever you want to call it. That man is standing tall as he gets a win tonight. Thank you for watching, folks. How are we going to top this? I guess you're going to keep on watching and find out. But till then, we're out, folks.
See you later.
Oh, my! Broke the table in half. I will tell. My God! Look at that! You only did that in a live event. Oh, devastating suplex. Folks, this could be bedlam here in the arena.
Mothers, send your children to their rooms.
Here we go. Oh my God! Look at this! The money clip out of nowhere.
We're one of the last independent dollar stores, probably in the area, if not in the county. Most of the other dollar stores are chains and are corporate owned. We have items here that you won't find at any other dollar store. We do the newest releases for $2 for a day. We do some specials, 3 movies, 2 nights, $5. We sell swords and knives, one of our specialties. We appreciate the local folks coming in as well as the transient folks, the vacationers.